Hey everybody and welcome to Solidworks. My name is Mike and today I'm going to show you a feature that you can find under the Sketch tab, and right now it's grayed out, but it's called the linear sketch pattern. So let's say you are sketching towards a solid piece you're working on, and you have a pattern that you want repeated, right? So I'll show you what I mean. We'll grab a rectangle and I'm just going to click on my front plane here. And we're going to go to the origin, we're going to pull that out. I'm just going to add some measurements here. So what I'll do is I'll go to my, I'll accept this first, go to sketch. We're going to go to smart dimensions. We're going to click on this guy, raise that up. Let's set that value to 100. And then we'll go and select this guy and we'll pull that out. And let's do, I don't know, 60 on that one. All right, cool. We're going to accept that. We're going to hit F on the keyboard to center that out. And now I'm going to introduce my first entity. All right. So we're going to go to sketch. We're going to grab a circle and we're going to put that somewhere around here. And I want that to be correctly positioned in the corner. So I'm going to accept this. We're going to go back to our sketch. We're going to go to smart dimension. Click on the top of the circle. Click on the top of that horizontal line. It's right now set to 818. I want that to be 10. All right. Okay. We can do the same at this end. Click on the circle, click on the vertical line, and we're going to make that 10 as well. And there you go. There's a starting point. Okay. So we're going to accept that. Now let's say you want to have this circle repeated. What you're going to do is you're going to select the circle, you're going to go to your sketch tab, and now you can see that it is no longer grayed out. We're going to click on that. And what it will do is it will show you an example or a preview of where the next circle might be positioned. And you also see an arrow, right? So he wants to position them on the x-axis and he wants to go to the right. So what do we got going on the left menu here? The direction number 1 is the x-axis. That's what we're working on. It says that it wants to have a position of 10 millimeters. So let's increase that a little bit. Let's do maybe 15. That's a little better. 15, and then here we can type in the number that we want. I don't know, let's try 7. That's a bit too much. Let's try 6. There you go, that's better. And then of course you can tweak the spacing if you like. Pretty close, right? Okay. Now of course if you're doing this in a real world project, you would use exact measurements and make sure that everything is lined up properly, right? So that's how you do that, and then you simply go in here and you accept, and then you have something looking like this. Now of course you can do the same thing working downwards, okay? So if you go in here to sketch and we go and open that up again, we have a direction number 2, right? Number 2 being the y-axis, and in this case we're going to have a negative value, so we're going to flip these axes in a minute. But that said, we're going to grab one of these guys, and right now it shows an indication that he wants to create one to the right, and we don't want that. Reason for that is because this is set to 2, so I'm going to set that to 1, and I'm going to set this to 2, or maybe 3. Something like so. It's moving them up, like I said, so I'm going to flip the direction. Now it's moving them down. You change the dimension, so let's go with, I don't know. Oh, wrong field. Yeah, 3 is good. Change the spacing, not the number, sorry. Let's do 14. A little bit more than that, maybe 20. You get the idea, right? Then you accept that, and then you'll get something looking like this. And if you want all of these, then of course in the top row you would have selected all of these, and so forth and so on, right? Now, what would this look like in 3D? Well, we're just going to jump to our features right here. So we're going to drag select all of this, right? And then we're going to go to features, extrude. And we're going to reverse that direction, and the holes, let's see, they're blind now, which is good, and we're going to hit accept. and then look at something looking like this, right? Let's just quickly move that to perspective view. We're going to go to view, we're going to go to display, we're going to go to perspective, and there you have it. Yeah, so hopefully this video was helpful. If you enjoyed this kind of thing, then consider subscribing, because I'll be doing a lot more SolidWorks videos. And that said, see you guys next time. Bye.